What is up? Man, I am sitting here watching some YouTube videos and we got guys on here literally charging $120 to wash a house. Like if like if uh like no, if I'm charging 100, if I'm charging, we don't even come show up for under $200. Like for anything, like gutters, anything. We don't even show up, guys. Like, and it does depend on where you live, okay? It does depend on where you live because if you live where I grew up in Podunk ass Alabama, ain't nobody gonna pay you in Podunk, Alabama, $1,000 to wash their house, okay? They're just not. Like Ricky Bobby's got a Ryobi and he's gonna blow bleach on the side of that house. Gonna blow some damn bleach? Shit. Ain't gonna charge me $800. Blowing like hell no. I'll blow the damn siding off this damn thing. Like literally, that's how dirt track, race car, whatever. Those people they don't pay, man. Those are the people I grew up around. But if you live in a more metropolitan area, you can charge more, man. And truly, the funny thing is the guy who's charging nothing, $150. Like he can't even keep his doors open. We charge 8 times what he charges, 5 times what he charges, man. I mean, some for one side of certain houses will charge $300 for one side because it's inconvenient to come do one side. We want to do the whole house, and we get it all day. So, you know, the weird thing is that I think there's a couple different people out there getting these types of prices, um, but we've obviously been able to crack a code of some sort because we get it all the time. It's not a rarity. We close jobs every day. We close jobs at this price every day. So if it was an anomaly, then we would be, closing one every, 10. But we close pretty freaking good. Like at least 50%. And we're not closing 90%, but we don't want to. We kind of use the other percentages as a way to curate and a way to filter our clients. What I've found is that people who pay a lot and are willing to are a better client and are someone I don't mind working for in the future. I honestly don't like working for cheap people, and I just won't. And I don't preach. I'm kind of different that way. I run my business a little bit differently. I don't believe in like, how do I say? I don't believe the customer is always right. I don't believe the customer is always right. I don't. They don't know shit about what we do. Why would they be right? That little saying has like permeated a lot of different businesses. And if it's in the restaurant business, it could be correct, right? If you didn't cook the steak correctly. But then again, there's some people, man, who will just nickel and dime you and work you for knocking off certain dollars but it's like, no, that's not how we do business. The customer is not always right. They're rarely right. Rarely. If one of my guys has missed something, they are absolutely correct, and we come make it right very quickly. Get on it very quickly. But I don't know. I'm just seeing guys around on the internet, and if you're one of these people who are charging very little for their work, I know where you are, and I know how hard it is to get into the mental space to be charging triple, quadruple, and to walk in and get that on the reg. It is definitely a place because I remember early on, years ago, before I restarted and started doing this, kind of thing again. I did music for like 8 years. I toured for like 8 years. And I remember I really struggled with pricing. It was something that kind of plagued me, and customers would work me, man. I remember I had this one guy when I did landscape work. This was like when I was probably 17 or something. He was a customer, and he somehow worked me into a position to like pay me hourly. Like, I own the business. And he figured out a way, negotiated. I was just weak mentally. Or I just didn't have any backbone to where he could do that. And I allowed it to happen. But he had worked me into a place where he was paying me like 12 an hour, 13 an hour. And it's like, you own the equipment. You own what? No, no. So now we've taken it and gone the opposite direction with our window cleaning, pressure washing, gutter cleaning, concrete sealing. That's like all we do. Okay, we don't do anything else. And we're the most expensive in town. So what I've done is, because I've noticed and I've just watched certain videos, and they're recent videos like 2016. People are making videos about doing house washes for like 150, and I'm like, bruh, like I don't even clean gutters for 150. I mean, but that's like all the time. We do this kind of thing all the time. It's not a rarity. So what I have found is that maybe we've cracked some type of pricing code. Maybe, and me and my best friend, my buddy, works for me, and we price pretty much the same. We're both high. We mean to be high ticket. We mean to offer massive value, but we're not like pushovers in that regard either. We do what we contractually binded to, and we're not going to throw stuff in constantly for free. Like, I don't know where people have gotten this thought of just giving away free shit all the time. Guys, man, you can go to the lake and fish for free. You can go be with your son or your wife or your kids, whatever, your girlfriend, for free. You ain't gonna get paid for none of that. And that's okay, right? You accept that. But to go out and to sweat for free, man, that's like that 12-year-old shit. That stuff when you were like working with your dad or something, and he always underpaid you. I remember those years, and it's cool. It's a cool learning experience. That's fine. But now, as a grown man, that's bullshit. You charge, man. Charge for everything you do. Charge for every single thing. And here's the beauty. If you do charge and you are expensive, a customer avatar will gravitate towards that. But I'm here to tell you that you have to basically attract that type of avatar, that type of customer. That type of customer, the funny thing is, that type of customer won't even pick up the card of the guy who's $150. Get out of here. 150. I pay 800. It's a different brain. It's a different mindset. People can't believe this though. They're like, if I'm 150 and he's 800, oh shit, they gonna call me all day. Nope. Wrong. They're not gonna call you at all. They don't want nothing to do with that guy. They already know that guy smells weird. They know. Rolls up in a beat up truck, beat up equipment, beat up attitude. See? It's cohesive. People who you want to work for, people who pay you before you do the job, They leave you a check and go to work. Want to pay you. Want to buy expensive, high-ticket services. Now look, it's high-ticket for the industry. It's not high-ticket in real life, right? There's trips that you can go on and spend 10 grand, 20 grand going on trips, man. This is what these people do. One of my clients has got 3 new G-Wagons, 11,000 square foot home. Do you think he cares about $3,500 concrete cleaning? Bro, the dude paid me the day I invoiced him. Hey man, called me. Hey man, I'm about to pay it. Bye. Like, what? Right? And for the guys out there doing it for $150, you'll never get that customer. I'm making this video because I feel like there's a matrix that we miss. There's a matrix that we're in and we can't see it. And it's called courage. You don't have the courage to price at the level to get those type of customers. Those customers are attracted to high ticket prices. And you're like, you and I are over here, broke. And you're like, well, if I was a rich person, or if I was anyone, I want the cheap price. They don't want that. That ain't what they want. You're literally trying to give them something they don't want. They don't want the cheap guy. So, I don't know. I just had to make a video for the guys out there who are charging nothing. You're shooting yourself in the foot. You think you're undercutting the guys who are high end and high ticket. You're not even getting the calls. Okay? And because you charge so little, like you're stoked on a $300, $400, doing 4 houses in a day. You got 4 calls total this week. All right? And you made $500, $600 that week. You can't even spend any money on marketing or really buy any more equipment, right? So you have to push past the threshold and get into that high ticket land. And once you do, everybody benefits. The market benefits. You benefit. You make more money. Guys like, the guys in your town who are charging a lot, if you're in an area where that's possible, they make more money, right? Everybody benefits from high ticket. Think about it. If no one in the area did stuff at a cheap rate, everybody can charge whatever they want, right? But there is a level that once you go below it, you don't even get calls because you're over here relying on some graphics on the side of your truck that look kind of shabby anyway. You don't really have a website, or you got a free website. You know what I'm saying? So you can't generate the leads. You don't spend any money on marketing because you don't have the money to spend because you don't charge. So it's a constant running yourself. You're constantly running yourself into the ground thinking you're appealing. It's the reverse. So hey, click the link below. I just wrote all of this, I just distilled a lot of this stuff from my brain on how we're getting the prices that we're getting, which was really weird because I thought everyone was charging this amount or these amounts. We just did a building this week. It took us a day and a half. $3,800, $3,900. The sidewalks were $650. Sidewalks. But this is normal. You see what I'm saying? So, if that's something you're interested in, click the link below. It's in my description. I made a 20-page PDF on how to get away from being the low-cost value person in your area, right? And I'm going to make a bunch more videos. I'm a little more contrarian than a lot of the softies in this type of industry, but I'm not sitting here trying to beat you up. I just want to that's not good either. I just think that everybody can make more money, and it doesn't hurt anyone. It doesn't like I'm like good friends with the main guy in my industry. I caught up to him in a year. He's been open for 10. But the funny thing is that they're asking questions like, did y'all just decide to start pressure washing? Because I'm like showing up in the SEO. I'm like pinging the top. My everything is running organics, ads, everything. I've got it all dialed in, and it's just weird because I kind of just showed up on the scene. But they've been real kind to me. Um, Even though that I'm kind of in the game. I'm in the game for sure in the city. But but yeah, click the link below. Download the PDF. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I'd love to help. I'm just gonna make a bunch of videos like this, and hopefully we can have like just a discussion about selling expensive um, cleaning services to people. And you don't have to have an 8-gallon-a-minute machine, though I do recommend it. You can have a 4-gallon-a-minute. Um, yeah, you can have anything like you can, but I mean you're just gonna be slow. See what I'm saying? So it's all dependent on how quality a job you do and how professional you are. But it doesn't matter your equipment. A lot of times guys allow their equipment to decide their mentality, and they say, "Well, I don't have that type of equipment, so I can't charge that much." Bullshit. I was charging $1,500 for doing half a house with a rental from Home Depot. Okay, so click the link below. Get the description. Oh, look, another lead. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay. All right.